Look, I'm in line at Taco Bell. I have already got the episode done. I'm about to freak out. But look, we got breaking fucking news, y'all. Breaking fucking news. Kevin Durant has asked for a trade from the Nets. He said, fuck you, Kyrie, I'm out. That is some straight breaking news.
Gang, gang. Ay, 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 gang, gang. Ay.
Taylor's gonna finish it! Watford for the win! Yes!
We are back from the road, y'all. I mean, yeah, we did a live episode.
Yeah, but that wasn't the same. That wasn't the same.
Yeah,
This is the first time we've been back.
Yeah, we are back. Back. And, I mean, it's
We have mothers out there walking.
got some others. They're on camera.
I think, or something.
Yeah.
Or children.
We'll wait a second.
We hear chains, so either they're children or they're dogs. So.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Awkward as fuck.
Yeah, that was real cool though. You know what I'm saying? That we had people in the background.
Yeah, I never had
Crazy.
that. Yeah, so this shit really is live, y'all.
The people of Brownsburg.
People of Brownsburg, Indiana.
We're
Shout out
shooting
to,
in Brownsburg.
before I even jump into anything, Mike Epps has a new stand-up on Netflix. It's called Indiana Mike. And he did it downtown at the Madam Walker Theater. And I'm going to tell y'all, all he does in this stand-up is shout out Indianapolis. He shouts out even Brownsburg.
Yes. Shout out to Heineken. There's 0% beer.
Heineken, 0% alcohol. I still don't understand why they do it. I guess it's just so it helps individuals like Hardy get that taste of alcohol and not really taste the alcohol.
Yes. Don't like beer. So,
yeah. So the Pacers, Benedict Mathurin, right after getting drafted, had this to say about the King. I don't think anybody is better than me. LeBron is going to have to show me he's better than me. I wanted to lead this show off with this because, I mean, that's some big balls right there,
that's
son.
the Pac-12 player. That's the Pac-12 player of the year right there, Mike.
Okay,
He's a first team All Pac-12.
Benedict,
second team's All-American, man. And it's just, I mean, he led, you know what I'm saying, the Pac-12 in scoring, and it just his sophomore season. So
I mean, he's got some big kahunas to call out the King like that, and he ain't even played a minute in the NBA yet.
I mean, he's 6'5", 210, Mike, right now, going into translating into the NBA. He'll probably put on about 15 more pounds.
I can see him growing another.
I mean, he plays a small forward position, so I mean, you know, I expect him to put on about 15, you know, maybe 20 more pounds.
I mean, are you gonna buy his jersey? I think I might have to. If he's our number 6 pick in the draft,
I really like
have to buy in, right?
I like Halliburton, and Halliburton is from Kokomo, so I know Halliburton.
Kokomo?
When he wants to be here.
Kokomo.
Yeah, Halliburton wants to be here, so I think I'm gonna go with the Halliburton jersey. But
I'm
Mathurin. Hey, yeah, because I think Mathurin's the future. Yeah, he's the future. I'll get my wife.
I almost bought a Stevenson jersey last year. I'm glad I didn't.
Don't.
I was drinking at the IU game versus Michigan game. I was in a great mood. They were making it in front of me.
I don't think he'll be here long term. He's a spark, like you said, like we were talking before. You know, we even began this pre-show thing. I love Lance, just like the next guy. But I just don't know if he's going to fit in.
I'm a Lance man.
Rick may not think he fits. So, I don't know.
Lance make him dance.
I hope.
But before we jump into the episode, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Yep. Again, like, subscribe, share, comment.
And welcome to the Sports Corner, by the way. Like
we're here.
Get to say, we're here. Sorry, we
up.
forgot to open the show. But, like he said, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Please.
Damn, I fucked that up, didn't I?
And shout out to the other squad out there, the Savage Squad Explorations. All right, you know what I'm saying? They're Savage Squad Exploring or Savage Squad Explorations. They're doing big things, you know. So shout out to those guys.
And Xavier Lakin out there with the tunes. You got Mike Jones on the track. Check out the song. I don't remember the name of it right now. But it's there.
It might have been Manifest.
Manifest. Xavier Lakin and Mike Jones. Check it out. But let's jump into the episode, y'all.
Big chain, big cars, big range. Feeling like Kobe, bitch, I'm about to have a big game.
Welcome to Breaking News, y'all. So, first breaking news story we got for y'all is P. Diddy is donating $1 million to Howard University.
I said
$1 million.
$1 million. Like, Mike, man.
Are we privileged now?
First of all,
where we
$1 million,
$1
P. Diddy. Let me tell you what $1 million is going to buy. One offensive lineman. One offensive lineman. I'm going to tell you why I want offensive lineman, Mike. You want to know why I want offensive lineman?
Why?
We wanted to discuss this, right?
Yeah.
One offensive lineman, Mike. Let me
Just
tell
one.
you. Let me tell you that there's a player in the nil news. We're calling this the nil news. In the nil news, there's a player, Jaden Rashadas.
Yes.
Miami, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to Miami now. $9.5 million, okay, from a Miami mega booster named John Ruiz, okay? Now, it's not about the money. Rashada turned down an offer from the Florida Gators collective for $11 million. You know, so he didn't want to go play for Florida for $11 million. He chose to play. He humbled himself and took $1.5 million less, so that he could go play down in poor little Miami. Poor little Miami, where he will be on a beach all the time.
Miami's fun.
Where he will enjoy a nude beach.
I got a question.
And Jaden Rashada, he humbled because he took $1.5 million less.
I got a question. How much money do quarterbacks in the
Oh, it's interesting that you would even ask that, Mike, because right here I have the numbers written down of NFL quarterbacks. Let's just start with them because they're the most important player on the position of the game of football.
That's
so NFL quarterbacks, Mike, who average salaries begin as below $9.5 million. The first round draft pick from last year's draft, who played for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence at $9.2 million.
That's a lot of money.
Joe Burrow,
what?
Who played in the Super Bowl? In the Super Bowl just last year, Mike.
Yeah. In
the Super Bowl, you know how much he made? $9 million. $9 million. Kyler Murray, who has demanded a new contract.
Yeah, he said.
Who sits at third?
Pay me.
At $8.9 million,
$8.9 million.
Even though Kyler's done nothing, no playoff wins,
what you do?
no
man?
Success.
Oh, it's cool. You can play baseball.
He
too.
falls off.
Good
He
job.
falls off at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson, who's didn't play a lick much last
You said
year.
he's gotten bigger though.
He did get bigger in this second year, but he played about 4 or 5 games last year. He's making $8.8 million.
$8.8 million.
Tua.
Yeah, Tua.
Who Tyreek Hill said is like the most accurate passer he's ever played with. Makes $7.6 million.
$7.6 million.
And Justin Herbert, who led the Los Angeles Chargers.
And who'd say is the next coming of Peyton Manning.
Yeah, who has gotten better every year.
They've already made this man go.
He's played amazing football so far.
Yeah,
the guy can throw the deep ball. I haven't seen a blemish in his game quite yet. But he's
will
making
soon.
$6.6 million.
Jesus.
Justin Fields, Chicago's new starting quarterback, $4.7 million, and Mac Jones in New England at $3.9 million.
So fuck.
So
man. You got college players making more than NFL players.
Yeah, that's the point of all this.
That's fucking
is
wild.
that college you done fucked up, man, with the whole nil.
I mean, do they even got to go to class? That's what I want to know.
You gave me
How's this work with
nil.
class?
This is crazy.
I bet you. If I'm getting $9 million as a 18-year-old in college, I mean, you can buy the dorm.
Yeah.
You can buy it.
I don't know what I'm going to do when my boys get to that level.
Troublesome
shit. My boys are
so P. Diddy, $1 million ain't shit.
Yeah, this is great.
News story number 2, we got the fake Drake challenging the real Drake to a boxing match for $1 million. And also, stipulation is that the fake Drake loses to the real Drake, the fake Drake will stop pretending to be the real Drake. You think Drake gonna fight somebody for real?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. He got too much to lose.
Yeah, Drake. I mean, Drake's the kind of person. I mean, like, why would Drake want to fight somebody?
Yeah, he's not a fighter. He's
yeah.
He's
a sports guy.
I
mean, a basketball player, but not a fighter.
Yep.
Not a boxer.
And then breaking news story number 3, we got the Big 12 choosing Rock Nation executive and former CEO of Nets as new commissioner. Basically, this is Jay-Z getting sprinkled into the NIL game. Mm-hmm. That's all this is. Why would Rock Nation want anything to do with college?
Well, Jay-Z's been a long time supporter of the NBA and other athletics.
So he
It
started
was
dabbling.
it was a matter of time till he was able to sprinkle his hand into, the sports.
And there's a lot of money there.
Business. Yeah, I mean, and there is. I mean, and he sees that, and he knows that, and there's a lot to market, a lot to brand. I mean, don't be surprised to see Rock Nation coming out with a shoe line.
That's something will happen.
Or some type of sports athletic shoe, or putting their hand in the ring for something of that nature.
And then breaking news story number 4, we got Serena losing yesterday in the first round of Wimbledon. This is the second time in her career losing. She lost to Harmony Tan.
Yeah.
Tan withdrew from Wimbledon after her win against Serena. I'm not sure why, but it really pissed off her doubles teammate because she just left her during Wimbledon so that she don't get to play now.
Yeah.
So she beat Serena and said deuces. I mean, I ain't mad at her. I guess it was probably a good party last night, I would say. Then the last one we got Adrian Peterson versus Le'Veon Bell in a celebrity boxing match. It is signed. It is happening. And I believe this is the biggest boxing match that doesn't matter in washed running back history. That's what it is. Is it 2 washed running backs?
2 washed running backs.
Washed as fuck.
They are.
I mean, we've done picked them in the lines.
They're old guys.
They're
Old guys.
Shot. They got to get in the ring now. Shout out to Frank Gore, though. He's fought 2 professional fights, I believe, and he's 2-0.
Wow.
From my understanding.
Wow.
Just so y'all know that. So Frank Gore is in the boxing ring. So I guess some of these football players are starting to dabble on over into the boxing ring at the age of 40 or so. You know what I mean? Frank Gore, I guess he got a lot of anger. I mean, he did play the game of football for a long fucking time.
He didn't win any championships.
Ever. Poor guy. Yeah. Next up, we got Hot Mike. Welcome to Hot Mike. So this is about analysts versus players. Look, shit's been going down and shit's been getting real disrespectful. You don't see this every day, and somebody needs to talk about it because ESPN isn't going to talk about it. Fox News ain't going to talk about it. Nobody's going to talk about it. So we're going to fucking talk about it. First up, you got Stephen A. and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is upset with Stephen A. because Stephen A. has called him out multiple times for not playing. I mean, just for not getting vaccinated, not playing, not being there for his team. That's why he's called him out. Kyrie Irving called Stephen A. out yesterday and basically said, you need to go talk to my father and some other people just talking shit to Stephen A. I'll post the graphic right here as y'all can see it. But it's wild because these athletes are getting butthurt, but Stephen A. ain't telling no lies. I mean, he's not lying. And the fact that Kyrie picked up that money again, Stephen A. came out with a video yesterday. I'm not going to post it because they'll hit us with copyright. But he came out with a video yesterday and he's basically called Kyrie a peon and said, come to work. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Come to work. You got something to say? Come to work. Or come meet me on my show. And they've all said this. Come meet me on my show or your podcast, wherever you want to do this at. We will do it in public and we will make it known to the world. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
they got a problem in the media.
Yes. And then you got Skip Bayless versus Draymond and Russell Westbrook. First, I'll handle the Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook came at Skip because Skip called him Russell Westbrook. Skip has been calling him Russell Westbrook since 2012. Mm-hmm. Because you know why? Russell Westbrook can't make a shot.
Bricks a lot.
That's what he does.
Bricks a lot.
All he does. Shoot bricks. What the fuck he does, man? Yeah, he'll get you triple doubles, but he ain't making no jumpers. But he came at Skip and he said, Skip, don't say something you wouldn't say to my face. Skip said, okay, come on my podcast or come on my show and I'll say it to your face. So we'll see what these players do. We got a lightning bug in the house right now. I hope it flies in front of the camera. It's right there. But it's good luck.
Yeah, there's been a couple of them.
But yeah, so Skip and so on to Draymond. Skip again. I don't know what's up with Skip and Draymond. They've been doing this. Look, Skip Bayless does not comment at people. He really normally doesn't.
Yeah, but Skip Bayless picks at people on his show. And at this point in time, there are a lot of athletes out there who are into also podcasting. I mean, it's a new generation of athletes, so they like to podcast, and that's
I guess it makes them more personable.
That's a thing now. So I mean, athletes. I mean, a lot of them have a future outside of being athletes, and they want to be, they want to do a little bit of journalism after they get out the league. I mean, a lot of athletes don't do much after they get out of the league, and some of these guys are getting a jump start on their careers. I mean, kudos to them. The C.J. McCollums, the Draymond Greens, the Patrick Beverleys have signed contracts outside
LeBron,
of
fucking billionaire.
These guys have signed contracts outside of being before their careers are even over, just so they can get into the business of being new media. So, kudos to those guys because like they're actual players.
Yeah.
So like guys like JJ Redick, I watch his podcast. It's a wonderful podcast. Go subscribe to it. Just look up his name and you'll be able to find it. The Old Man and the Goat or something like that. But you know, go. I mean, these guys were players. I'd rather hear from a guy who played the game than a guy that only speculates about the game.
Sure.
So you know, so I mean, Stephen A has been very open about that. He played a little ball, but not like that. He was never good enough to go to that level, and he knew that at a young age. So he never aspired to be, but he never stopped being a fan of the game, which is great. But I mean, like Stephen A, he doesn't even have the right, and he'll tell you that. He's not a player. So, he was not a former player.
Which leads us to the third hot mic, which is a former player, between Kendrick Perkins and Draymond Green. And some shit came out between the last 48 hours on Draymond's podcast where I'll let Hardy take over because I need to step away from this. Because as a white man, I don't need to comment on this.
I don't have a lot to say about it, Mike. All I have to say is that, look, as a fan, obviously I'm a Golden State fan. We're the champs again. 4 championships out of 7, you know what I'm saying? And the Curry regime. Always been a Draymond Green fan, respected him wholeheartedly. I watch his podcast, the Draymond Green Show. You've always been very objective, even as a player who currently plays for a championship level contender, which you don't see a lot of guys doing that, making podcasts while playing. Tom did a little bit of that, man, in the arena, even though he's still playing. But you don't see a lot of that. So I respected you, Draymond Green. But for you to call another man in his profession who's been doing this profession longer than you, journalism or podcasting, if you want to call it, whatever, your opinions, voicing your opinions on camera, right? Let's just call it that, because that's what it is. When you call another man of the same color as your own a coon, you lose the respect of your fans. You lose the respect of anyone listening to you, because what you're doing, becomes, it's not journalism anymore. That's just name calling. That's just disrespecting a former player, a leader. A guy like Kendrick Perkins and his pedigree. Kendrick is a well-respected player in the league. When he was playing, he won a championship with the Boston Celtics. Could have won 2 if he had played that Game 7. Could have won 2 if he had won that Game 7.
He got hurt, right?
Yeah, got hurt.
Because he mattered in that series.
He mattered in that series. The guy is a phenomenal talent. He was a phenomenal talent in the league. Yeah. Difference maker. For you to call him that a coon, based off of his opinions of you as an individual, and of your team, he made an opinion about your team, and that's his right as a journalist. You should have be
fucked up,
petty and disrespectful like of that nature to disrespect somebody as an elder to you.
It makes sports not fun.
Yeah,
it's just fun. Sports is supposed to be fun.
It was not tasteful. Yeah. It was quite unpleasant. So,
but we'll move on some lighter news now. We will jump into some NFL news.
I swear you can act saving. I ain't never hating. Me and HYM always paper chasing.
Welcome to NFL news. So we're going to cover the NFL in a different kind of way.
Mike, why you send me this shit?
Yes. So we're going to start with CBS Sports. These motherfuckers came out with an AFC ranking.
Is that where you want to start? There's a lot of bullshit you sent me. I want to know the sources of where you sent me.
CBS Sports.
So CBS Sports sent you this bullshit on the 16 quarterbacks. They
really fucking did.
The 16 quarterbacks, right? This is the 16 quarterbacks. So we'll start with the 16 quarterbacks. He sent me a lie here, folks. So, all right.
Yes.
So we're going to have to pause you just for a moment.
1 second. What?
Is it okay if I come home at 11?
Is that when the kids bring you home?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay?
Yeah, that's okay. As long as he's bringing you home, are you coming home in the car? Are you coming home in the car?
Yeah, I'm coming home in the car.
You better not be walking across the street. I can see it on camera. Okay, I can see it on camera. And I'm outside.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
When you have kids.
We're back. Yeah, CBS Sports.
So, all right, man. Listen, you sent me this graphic on ranking all AFC quarterbacks by CBS. First of all, like let's before we start this, never mind. Let's just go ahead and jump into this. All right. So we're gonna rank the quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? The top 16 quarterbacks in the AFC.
These motherfuckers put up.
Well, there's some that are just obvious though. Number one, obviously Patrick. Of course, Patrick's the only Super Bowl winning quarterback in a while on that side, other than Russell Wilson, who falls at number 4 with the Broncos. Even though we don't have any idea where or how he's going to play this season with a brand new team, a new offense. So we'll just I mean, like, he's a great quarterback though. Yeah. So I mean, obviously he's in the top 5 on that list. Joe Burrow at number 5. You know, we Josh Allen's number 2, rightfully so. Justin Herbert's number 3. We knew that. These are guys we knew. Lamar Jackson at number 6. I don't know about that one, Mike. I'm just saying because he doesn't stay healthy.
I like Lamar though. I think he's a really good quarterback. I do. I think he got hurt last year, and that was a bummer. But if he stays healthy, he's one of the top quarterbacks.
But you took away his weapon. Brown's gone.
Yeah,
so.
He's kind of fucked this year.
Yeah, and so that's why
Baltimore is that squad that they always just come up with some.
They've always had Brown though the last 3 years, and that's helped Lamar with being able to put his passing numbers up a little bit. You know, I mean, I think Hollywood Brown had the only 1,000-yard year they've had in the last couple of years. Yeah,
I don't know. Baltimore,
and then Deshaun Watson at number 7.
Yeah, he ain't even gonna play.
Like, what is that? That's a baffling question mark there. That's a question mark in my notes. They got Ryan Tannehill at number 9.
Yeah.
They gave away his number 1 weapon. Brown is also gone there, too. Browns are just leaving places. All the Browns are crazy.
I think the most disrespectful one is just Matt Ryan at number 10.
Well, see, I'll handle that because he hasn't proven himself. But then they got, you know what I'm saying, like, you got Trevor Lawrence at 12. They got Tua at 13.
Yeah, I don't know. Tua's been to the playoffs.
Tua's got more weapons than.
Now he does.
He's got more weapons. I mean, he's got like 3 1,000-yard receivers there. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, he had a terrible year last year. Number 12. They got Kenny Pickett even making it over.
Fucking Kenny Pickett, man. Kenny Pickett's not even going to play. Trubisky's going to be quarterback.
Trubisky's going to be about. Trubisky's been waiting for this. He's been disrespected by Nagy, so for years. And then he sat behind Allen. Not that he needed to.
Yeah, he didn't have to, but he did.
And then they got David Mills at 16. David Mills played better than half these niggas on this list last year.
Somebody had the nerve.
David Mills played better than half these guys on this list. You know that, though, right? I know. No one knew him. They had no film on him because it was it was his first year.
But they did say if he came out of the draft this year, he would have been the first quarterback chosen.
David Mills?
Yeah.
Look, man, like, the kid played better than being 16th. Y'all was wrong for that. First of all, this list was made by a bunch of bums with only, out of the whole cast, only 3 of them got titles. Jerome Bettis, Bill Cowher, and Phil Simms. Phil Simms won with the Giants, which is rightfully so. Bettis and Cowher.
About this one.
Cowher, yep, and that's the other bullshit I was going to get to in just a moment that you sent me. Like, that was on the list to go number 1. But the CBS is full of losers.
Yeah,
all right, did CBS make this list too? You gotta find out who made this
Brian Dearden.
Hey, by the way, Bill Cowher and Jerome Bettis, you wouldn't have won that championship in 05 if Tony's son hadn't passed away. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucked up.
That was a sad season
for us. Nick Harper
got stabbed by his wife. So you wouldn't have beat us to win that Super Bowl.
And you know how much bad shit had to happen that year for us to lose? Tony's son died. Nick Harper got stabbed, and he's the one that picks the ball up and just miraculously gets the ball and could have scored a touchdown. Got caught by Big Ben's fat ass. Seriously, how the fuck you get caught by Roethlisberger, bro? Really? And then how the fuck you get caught by Roethlisberger?
Calm down.
I mean, goddamn, you covered a normal player the whole fucking game. You couldn't.
See, this gets his blood pressure going, and he can't have it right now.
That made me mad. And Bannerjet, I ain't even talk about the drunk kicker. But the NFL best teams, this is what they say of the 21st century. The 2007 Patriots,
They didn't even win.
They
lost.
I'm already confused.
They lost the Super
I'm
Bowl.
already confused.
They lost Super Bowl 42.
That's number one.
They lost Super Bowl 42 to
What?
the Giants.
They
to
lost.
the Giants. To the Giants. They were 18-1 that season.
Number 2, 2001 Rams. Okay, the Rams did win the Super Bowl that
No,
year.
they didn't. They lost.
Oh, they
They lost
lost.
to the
The
Patriots.
Patriots.
Again,
Never
another
mind.
loss. Another
What the-
loss.
I'll say the Rams that beat the Titans.
I'm going to
I'm
tell you. I'm going to tell you
Wow.
the teams that. I'm going to tell you the teams that should have made the list, Mike. I'm going to tell you the teams that should have.
This is horrible.
All right, go keep going.
Okay, and the third team on the list is the 2016 Pats, who did win.
And they were 17-2 that
over
season.
the Falcons.
They were 17-2 that season. They beat the Falcons 34-28. But that was the year Tom was really mad because the league suspended him and he got pissed off. He was really angry.
And then number 4, we got the 2019 Chiefs,
They won.
who won the Super Bowl over the 49ers. I guess you could do that.
Yeah. There were 2 teams that
And then you got the Seahawks when they waxed Peyton Manning.
Yep, because he beat your legend like Peyton Manning and he beat a really good Broncos.
So I'll put y'all on the list, but why they got the losers on it?
No, this might. Now here's some notable teams.
You didn't win.
Here's some notable teams that were better, and their statistics proved it that season. Peyton Manning and the 2006 Colts. I mean, obviously, I don't know why they're not on the list. The 2007 Giants, who beat that number 1 team, the 2007 Patriots.
That was a good
I don't know why
Giants
their
squad.
defense came alive, and after they lost to the Patriots during the regular season, which sparked a run that ignited them winning against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. The 2012 Giants,
Literally,
who beat the Patriots again. The 2020 Bucks. I mean, God, an old Tom Brady with a brand new team in his first year in Tampa. It's the Super Bowl in Tampa. And the 2011 Packers.
Yeah, the Packers. That was a good squad.
Mike said the greatest team on turf in 2000 Rams.
Yeah, I don't know how they.
I just don't understand.
They didn't even make it. Like, how'd you put the Rams that lost over the fucking team that won?
Some of these teams you chose just baffled me. I mean, they just baffled me. Whoever made this list,
they're fucking losers.
You're also terrible.
Losers.
There was some other NFL news that you sent me about the most forced fumbles in NFL history.
Oh yeah, it's Robert Mathis.
You know, I tell you that I don't know how many Leonard has. I don't know how many Gary Slater has. But I'm sure he's well on his way.
I will say this, though. This is the thing about the Robert Mathis forced fumbles. Every time he forced them, they mattered. Sometimes you can force a fumble, and it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Every time he forced a fumble, it was in that crucial moment of the game.
Well, Mike, it's interesting you say that because the most forced fumbles in NFL history, he has 54 plus.
He was so nasty.
There was a lot got lost where how many he had, but he had more than anybody.
And Dwight was under it, and people always thought Dwight was better than him.
And he had 46 plus.
He wasn't. Robert was better than Dwight.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
And Jerry Hughes, we drafted Jerry Hughes. He went on to the Bills, and he had a great. I mean, he's still on the Bills, I believe.
Yep.
But he's had a great career.
Peppers had 50 plus. Tillman, who played safety.
Peanut.
Or safety or quarterback, one of the two.
Both. I think he played both.
He played a little bit of both. He had 42
He's an
plus,
FBI
which
agent,
was he was 42 plus, which was even more significant because he was a corner by DB. Suggs, Dawkins, DeMarcus Ware, Harrison, they had 34 plus. But these guys were significant in the game.
Oh shit! I got a crazy stat for y'all. So did you know Larry Fitzgerald had 28 career jobs, right? But 41 career tackles.
Yes.
Wow.
That was really cool. That was really cool. I saw that there.
That dude was a nasty motherfucker.
Cool. NFL news, man. Like there's always some brewing NFL news, but none as important as.
You got Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin signing with the Redskins or the Commanders. Terry McLaurin signing with the Commanders. And the Colts wanted him. He's from Indianapolis, apparently.
All those wide receiver deals, Mike, you know what I'm saying? You were talking about, man. Jeez.
Oh, yeah, there's a fucking shit ton of them. So we got Devontae Adams, 5 years, $142 million.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill, 4 years, $120 million. A.J. Brown, 4 years, $100 million. Stephon Diggs, 4 years, $96 million. Cooper Kupp, 3 years, $80 million. Terry McLaurin, 3 years, $71 million. DJ Moore, what? 3 years, $61.8884 million. Mike Williams, Chris Godwin, 3 years, $60 million apiece.
That's crazy, man. Boys
are getting paid.
I mean, like that's just to me, that's just nuts, Mike. I mean, that's just nuts. I mean, this is the year of the wide receiver. Apparently, I mean, let me tell you what it's not the year for. It was not the year for Deshaun Watson. I mean, it was still
facing a 1 year suspension.
He's bringing a lot of strife to everybody, man. I mean, like you're just. you're getting real disappointed in
And
seeing
word
his
on
name
the street is Baker Mayfield. The Seahawks started selling his jerseys yesterday, and then they pulled it back. So word on the street is the deal's been done. It just hasn't been announced. So I'm guessing Baker Mayfield is going to.
Well, you know, hey, we talked about Watson settling, man. You know, he's owed $45 million this season.
Yeah, he settled.
But you know, the Texans got him his own spot.
Well,
you know?
also
now they're being sued.
Yeah. Okay. So this is when the story gets very interesting. So this new development is that the Texans knew about Deshaun's issue he's had.
Yeah.
And that they provided him with a environment, a room.
They enabled his choices and his behavior.
They gave him a place to do it at.
I'm telling my wife about this. We were discussing.
Every therapist that went to this room had to sign a non-disclosure agreement before going to the room. That's why it's all been so tied up.
Yes.
Because they can't say anything. They really can't. So a
this
lot
is
of
now
people that
coming out.
haven't been able to say something.
Yeah, they're saying something.
Yeah, they're now saying something.
Yes.
So there's 6 more that just was announced today that are going to be filing suit. So
and the Browns
are
screwed because Baker, like I said, Baker's leaving. He's
going
to the Seahawks, man.
He said there's no money.
He was seen in gear, in Ohio University gear.
Oh yeah.
You know, not in sponsorship gear. He was seeing nothing.
You already know that motherfucker loves making commercials.
Yeah. No Cleveland Browns gear. So you know those. I assume that those commercials with him in the stadium are going to be pulled very soon. Going to be pulled very very soon.
There goes that money.
There was a graphic you pulled up about the most losses in the last 5 seasons.
Oh yeah, so most losses. Yeah, talk about them. Last 5 years, the most losses in the NFL.
Yeah, the Jets at 59.
Giants 59.
Yeah, I mean both New York teams. Sad.
So the Giants drafted Barkley and sucked.
You guys are losers. You guys have lost over 100, almost 120 games.
And Eli was the problem.
10 years.
Come on, they called Eli the problem, man.
5 seasons. Yeah, that's sad, man. Jacksonville Jaguars, which we expect this expansion.
Yeah, the Lions are better.
The Lions at 53, Denver Broncos at 51, Cincinnati at 51, Washington Football Team at 50, the Commanders. Cleveland Browns 48, the Panthers 48, and the Texans 48. I promise you, like, those cops are not here for us.
Yeah, they're not here for us. It's a carnival going on.
It's crazy that we're hearing a lot of
police activity in
Brownsburg.
I told you it's not as safe as people make it sound.
Jeez. All right, so on that opposite list of most wins, we're not on it.
No, the Colts are on neither list.
Yeah, so we're like
we're stuck in limbo.
We're right in the middle there always, I guess.
Yeah, that's what Frank does. He's a 500 guy, right there.
With
you got up here,
5 different
with 5
different quarterbacks in those last 5
That's true.
seasons.
I'll give him that. He's right here, always. When we
That's
gonna go over?
It's Frank's fault. The Colts don't plan for backup. You know.
But the last 5 seasons, the Chiefs with 60 wins at number 1. The Saints, number 2, with 58 wins. The Rams at number 3 with 55. The Pats at number 4 with 53. The Packers at number 5, tied with the Ravens with 52 at 5 and 6. You got the Steelers. It was dropping tremendously this year. The Steelers at 51, Titans 50, Bills 49, and Seahawks 49. And it makes sense because the Colts haven't been able to beat the Titans for a few years, it feels like.
All these wins. And all I'm seeing about 3 Super Bowl champions in the last 5 years.
Yeah, literally. Because they can't pull through at the end.
Yeah, all the rest of these teams suck. Like, I mean, like I'm seeing the Patriots.
The Bills disappoint every year. God, it must suck to be a Bills.
The Rams and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The rest of these other teams are all losers. I don't see y'all going to. I ain't seen the Seahawks there. I ain't seen the Seahawks there in a while. The Buffalo Bills, Tennessee, the Ravens, the Packers, the Patriots, the Rams, the Saints, and the Chiefs. Yeah, okay. Anyways,
it's wild. But next up, we got some NBA news for y'all.
Hey, now it's all swish. Hey, ain't it funny how life be?
Welcome to NBA news. A lot has gone down today.
Thank God. Okay, first of all, Kyrie Irving opted into his contract. That don't mean he's safe. That means that he's on like a 1-year deal for $36 million. Yeah. So he could get traded at any point of the season. I'm pretty much sure he's going to. Russell Westbrook also opted into his contract, which is like $47 million Hopefully he restructures that shit. I don't know. Probably not since he opted in to take it. I mean, he's a greedy bastard. So
he is. He really is though.
Don't look for Russell Westbrook to
help out.
To help out in it. I mean, jeez. I mean,
he gonna get paid.
San Antonio All-Star Deontay Murray. He's going to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yes, he is. The Spurs got a king's ransom.
Yeah, the deal I sent Mike was worth
Gallinari, right?
Yeah, Gallinari, Danilo Gallinari, and multiple first-round draft picks. 3 first-round picks and a future swap. Okay, to pair Murray with an all-star guard.
I mean, he's an all-star guard, but last year was his only all-star season.
3 first-round picks.
He was the only one on the Spurs.
You mortgage your future for him? I mean, I don't even know what he's going to do against these guys in the East. I mean,
the East is a lot better than the West now.
The Celtics are going to smash this guy. What are you talking about?
But the West did get better, though. I mean, I told you before, the Clippers are going to load up, and they have. They got John Wall now.
Mike, I'm going to tell you, they might be the team to beat.
Yeah,
with the Warriors, because they have to stop
with
the Warriors.
Healthy John Wall.
Yeah, healthy John Wall. But
I feel like you go to a new environment like this. Houston sucked. Look, he wasn't.
They didn't have any weapons. They have no weapons.
Just him. Wizards have always sucked. Mm-hmm. And you can say that's John Wall's fault, but you can also say it's him and Bradley Beal's fault. They never got along.
John Wall played well there. Yeah. John Wall played well. John Wall is an all-star. Yeah. Nothing can be said. John Wall is an all-star. He can play. He can defend now too. You know. So look for him to be a difference maker. I mean, he's going to sign with the Clippers. It's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, foregone conclusion.
So they got a big 3 now.
And then we got PJ Tucker. He's going to the 76ers.
But that's not set in stone, I read. I read that it's only set in stone if James Harden opted out.
Oh.
Now, James Harden opted out, as I just learned before the show began.
So we're going to, it's pending.
Yeah, so no, James Harden just opted out of his contract. He just opted out of his contract. He's opted out so he can rework his contract so that they can fit a guy like PJ Tucker, who is coming to Philadelphia for a 3-year.
You heard that here first on the
for a 3-year, $30 million deal.
It's going to happen.
But James Harden was pending, given that he opted out of his current contract, so that they could restructure that so he could stay for a couple more years, but and make more money each year. So they are going to restructure that. That was breaking news. Wanted to throw that in there because that was big. That's big.
That's big news.
Yeah, that's big news. Big news right there.
And then the Wizards trade Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Ish Smith to
Denver.
Sad
to see KCP go.
Yeah, I know. For Will Barton and Monte Morris. I think Will Barton's a good player. I like Will Barton.
Yeah. Sad to see him lead Denver.
Yeah, Denver was he was like their spark of energy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
6 man.
He was. I mean, Will Barton and Monte Morris went in that trade as well.
So Wizards are getting better, I think.
And I guess Denver's retooling for when they get their all-star back, and
Well, word on the street is Oladipo is not re-signing with the Heat.
No, interested teams are Washington, Denver, and Detroit. So I mean, that's crazy.
These teams are trying to load the fuck up.
Yeah.
They really are. And then you got Jalen Brunson. He is a free agent, and he's a hot ticket.
Apparently,
are getting rid of their fucking players.
They cleared $19 million, man. They cleared $19 million.
Got rid of Nerlens Noel and Alec Burks.
Which accounted for $19 million. Apparently, I don't know why they're paying these guys that much money, but apparently they're gone, and now they're making way for the new Michael Jordan of basketball, Jalen Brunson.
Yes, Jalen Brunson. Yeah, Michael Jordan of basketball. Jalen Brunson. Man, the Knicks are being the Knicks. I mean, this is what the Knicks do. They're about to ruin their franchise again. You're about to be fucking sucked.
I just don't understand
with this guy, Brunson. Brunson's good, but he was only good because he's not a dominant player. He's not even an all-star yet. He's not at that caliber of player yet. This is going to be his 3rd year. Yeah, he's going into his 3rd or 4th season. Come on.
I was quite baffled by this news. I did not understand it. It was almost as baffling.
I mean, it's good for the Pacers.
It was almost as baffling as Steve Clifford being returning as the head coach of the Hornets. When he led them to 2 playoff trips in his 5-year run that ended in 2018. But it's crazy because Kenny Atkinson from the Golden State assistant coach, he had the job. He agreed to the job, and then he backed out after they won the title. And I'm saying the future of the franchise may be in his hands. I mean, maybe Kurt wants to retire soon.
Yeah,
and
I'm
maybe
guessing
Kenny
he's handing it down.
maybe the next guy in line to handle these young guys, this young core of talent that he's gonna stick there. You know what I mean? Like he's got a Moody, he's got a Kaminga, he's got a Wiseman, he's got a Poole going forward. So
Dub City's got a squad.
Yeah, he's got a squad going forward. So it's good to see them. They came to their senses and hired Steve Clifford back because Steve Clifford had some success against teams in the East. So
he was in Orlando the last 3 seasons. So,
yeah.
I mean, they went to the playoffs twice.
Yep.
You got, and then also the last is the Celtics assistant, Will Hardy.
Will Hardy!
He's closing in on the Jazz head coaching vacacy. Apparently this is all but set in stone, but it's going to be set in stone soon.
Good for him.
I guess Jason Terry didn't get the job. He was
inexperienced.
He doesn't have any experience yet. He'd go to college and he'll be like. But yeah, that's that for that. I think that might be all the NBA news.
I'm looking through, and we covered a lot of that.
Breaking news.
I did want to throw this into the NBA, not NBA related, but shout out to the Colorado Avalanche. Won the 3rd championship, Stanley Cup. Great for you guys.
Good shit.
Good for the
hockey plug.
Yeah, a little hockey plug for the people of Colorado. Congratulations. I bet you don't get a lot of.
Also, shout out to the Hoosiers. IU basketball. We added North Carolina to our schedule this year.
Yes.
Fucking
yes, and Xavier.
Yeah,
We're going to play them. Yeah.
And you know what's interesting about Xavier, Hardy? I watched this video. Oh, it kind of cooked me up. So it had Archie on there, some other guy that I'd never seen before, and his brother Sean Miller. Sean Miller, former Arizona coach who got in all that fucking trouble, and he's current coach of Xavier now. He coached Xavier back in the day as well. But he's current coach of Xavier now. In this video, they're talking about the tournament. This is during the tournament time when IU was going to play Wyoming. And he was like, Sean Miller was like, well, I like to see that Wyoming's going to beat IU. And then this is his exact words. He said, the Indiana fans are bad for IU basketball. He said, the Indiana fans, they overreact so fast. And they like he said, Wyoming's going to get up 2-0 and IU fans are going to throw their fucking TV over the bridge. And you know what I got to say about that, Harry? You damn fucking right I'm going to throw my goddamn TV over the motherfucking bridge when it's 2-0. I don't give a fuck, Sean Miller. Kiss my ass. I'm a Hoosier fan, bitch.
The Hoosiers have the number 2.
We're going to kick your ass.
They have the number 2 front court in the top 20.
Yeah, and it's going to be, we're going to find out who's number 1 come November 30th against North Carolina, because North Carolina, they got ranked number 1 on this front court. Yep. And they got Armando Bacot. It's going to be Armando Bacot versus fucking Trace Jackson.
Shout out to Purdue, who I do not like.
Purdue.
I'll give them a shout out because they're number 9 on this list. And Michigan, who is number 10. That's 3 Big Ten in the top 10 on that front court.
That's true.
List, so.
And Michigan does
watch out for the Big Ten boys. I mean,
Purdue as well.
We produce some big-time players, man.
Peyton always gets him a squad in there. They just can't win.
Yeah. Hey, also, I want to give a shout-out to Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Number 16 college prospect in the ESPN 300. Committed to Alabama, Tony Mitchell. He sits at about 6 foot, 190 pounds. We're glad to have you. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, baby. They're going to win the national title this year.
Yeah, we are.
They always win the national title after losing the national
title. Oh, also, Ole Miss won their first title over Oklahoma in NCAA men's baseball. Shout out to Ole Miss. You won your first World Series. Great job, Ole Miss.
Hardy, you sent me Sha'Carri Richardson lost. She didn't make the Olympic team? Or the World Championship team?
She lost.
I can't believe that. I'm in complete shock about this.
She placed 5th. Yeah.
She won 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
She ran her first 2
races.
But
hey, your girl, Sydney McLaughlin, she broke her own world record in the 4-meter hurdle.
Yeah, she's a beast, bro.
Yeah, you've been following her for a long time.
Oh, since fucking high school.
Yeah, man. You're like her biggest fan.
Oh, I really am.
He's like a big fan.
I called her first, when she broke the Olympic record, I called that shit the morning up. I woke up that morning, I took a shower, and I looked at my woman, and I said, Sydney McLaughlin's going to break the world record tonight, and I'm going to watch it on TV. And she didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, but I called it, and I knew it was going to happen.
But he called it. He did. He called it.
Sometimes you just know, and I love track and field.
And NCAA women's softball. Sorry, Oklahoma obviously won. You know what I'm saying?
They were pretty much.
They were dominant. They were dominant. I think that what I'm saying, like baseball. That's a tough sport.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to Aaron Judge, man. He hit a homer.
Oh yeah, we didn't do our Yankees update.
Yeah. Oh,
Yankees update.
Yankees.
Welcome to the Yankees update. The Yankees have been doing their thing.
Mike, it's crazy, man. The Yanks, man. Aaron Judge, he settled on a 1-year, $19 million deal with the Yanks avoided an arbitration hearing. That was going on. So he had signed that. I wanted to plug that in because that happened a couple days ago. So after he had done that, they had. The Yankees had been 0-52 since the 8th inning of a 3-1 loss Friday, and before Gianmarco Stanton hit a homer. Man, the Yankees were struggling, but now it seems like they've gotten back to the winning ways.
I love me some fucking.
Aaron Judge handed his bat to Spike Lee after he hit a homer. It seems like
Aaron
Judge.
Ballard though. Spike, man, he's hit or miss. I mean, he's a Knicks fan.
That is good. That is true. Yeah, he's a New York fan. Period.
That's true too.
So I mean, yeah, that's why he's a Yankee. That's why he's a Yankee.
He's got some raunchy ass movies out there.
Yeah.
You ever seen a Spike Lee movie? They're pretty.
They're pretty. Yeah.
Especially that old boy one.
Pretty graphic. Oh, that was terrible. What are you talking about?
You ain't know what I'm talking about.
His daughter, dude.
Oh my God! Why? Why did you even make that movie?
And you know she's a Marvel character too. That's why I don't want to speak her name, but she's a Marvel character.
Josh Brolin, why'd you agree to that? That was like a.
He is too. He's a Marvel character too.
And
Thanos.
God,
Thanos' ass.
So weird.
That's why I kept seeing every time.
Weird.
Every time I saw Thanos in that movie, I thought of that.
So fucking weird.
Old boy. That movie will be broadcasted about in our series, our movie series.
Fucked up.
It's a messed up movie.
We're about to get out of here, but you know what?
That's crazy.
Fucking, I got something for you. You got to get rid of one of these movies: Anaconda, Deep Blue Sea, or Lake Placid. You gotta get rid of one of them. Or you gotta get rid of. You gotta get rid of
Lake
two
Placid.
and keep one.
What was that one?
You got Anaconda, Deep Blue Sea, and Lake Placid.
Lake Placid and Deep Blue Sea.
You get rid of Deep Blue Sea.
Anaconda had J-Lo and Ice Cube.
It did have J-Lo and Ice Cube.
Come on.
And John Voight.
And John Voight was in it.
And Owen Wilson.
Yeah, a young Owen Wilson. Yeah, okay, but he was the only one in that movie I keep it because of his iconic. Yeah, it was his iconic role there. You know what I'm saying? And he got his ass eaten.
Lake Placid was kind of corny, I guess. I don't know.
That
I saw
was
this,
corny
I saw this on
shit,
my movie site, on the horror site. Somebody was talking
That
about
was one of the worst movies I ever saw.
God, there's some really corny animal movies out there.
Lake Placid.
I haven't seen anything good recently. I hope too soon. They kind of suck out there. Unless you're a Marvel fan. I'm not really a Marvel fan.
It's the last few years were the last good thing I could really say anything about. Yeah, the It's were good.
Yeah. New Chucky series was good.
The Conjuring wasn't bad. It was creepy. It wasn't really scary.
Conjuring,
it was just creepy.
Remember
and
when
it's
they
meant to make
did,
you cringe a little bit.
Paranormal Activities. Those are so fucking boring and.
Oh, I never cared for those either. Oh, shout out about the WNBA, the standings right now. The Las Vegas Aces are still up. And Tina Charles has signed with the Seattle Storm, who are currently number 4. She was playing for the one of the worst teams. She's one of the worst teams. I don't want to discuss where the people are. They're 5 for 15, the last team in the league. Well, it looks like we'll be getting the first round pick.
Hey, they got hell draft good picks.
Hell good picks.
Right.
I mean, we can't say much. The Sparks are not also doing well.
I got some baseball news. Bryce Harper is going to be out for 6 weeks. He's one of the best players in baseball for the Phillies. He's going to require surgeries. Surgery broke his hand. Basically, a pitcher hit him in the fucking hand. Threw a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, drilled his ass in the hand, and he's out now. So Bryce Harper, Mr. Philly, that makes all that money. Phillies are fucked.
There was a graphic that you showed me, Mike, about the teams that won Super Bowls. I just wanted to say that 12 of 32 teams have never won a Super Bowl.
Damn.
That's crazy. I thought that was.
Glad the Colts aren't one of them.
I thought that was pretty nuts, though, man. You know, 12 of them. Like Cincinnati was one of the teams, but they obviously fell short last year. There were a few other teams on that list, but it just baffles me. Like, man, like these teams got to get better, man. Like you as an organization, you should not be settled with, you know what I'm saying, like where you're at. The Buffalo Bills, the Tennessee Titans, the Arizona Cardinals, the Atlanta Falcons, the LA Chargers, the Cleveland Browns, the Detroit Lions, the Minnesota Vikings, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Houston Texans, the Carolina Panthers, and the Cincinnati Bengals. You should not be satisfied. And, bring your city some love. But guys, spend some money, make some splashes. I mean, get better. Be competitive. Bring a guy in that can motivate your players. I mean, it's
pretty fucking wild.
That's sad.
At least the Colts are in the last 20 years.
That's sad.
We should have been on
there's some
twice.
teams. I mean, like the Jets. I feel bad for you guys too. You get 60 years, and The Dolphins in 50.
The goddamn
50
Jets.
years. The Chicago Bears in 40. The Raiders in 40.
The Dolphins. Y'all basically cursed since you went undefeated.
The Cowboys in 30. The San Francisco 49ers in 30. And Washington in 30 years. I mean, do something for your franchises. Get there, guys. I mean, come on, win. I mean, these other teams have been there, you know, the last 10 years and 20 years. And the Colts, the Steelers, the Saints, the Packers, the Eagles, the Patriots, the Chiefs, the Bucks, the Rams, the Broncos, the Seahawks, the Giants, and the Ravens. They've all won in the last 20 years. You know, they've gotten some
Cowboys be better.
Be better. You guys, there was a point where you guys won like 3 in a row in the 90s when I was a kid.
I remember Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman.
Like, I was a kid, man. I'm 34.
Terrence Newman. I remember that shit, too. Yeah. But thank y'all for watching, y'all. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment.
Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, comment.
Don't fucking forget it.
Hey, man, Vince is still under fire. Please get off the businessman's back, please.
Yeah, leave him the fuck alone,
leave
man.
Leave him alone, man.
He's gonna die.
I mean, and shout out to John Cena. 20 years, man.
20 years in the making. John Cena.
Shout out to Johnny Depp making more money than he ever made before.
He got signed back on the Pirates.
So $301 million.
Shit.
So
I'm gonna watch it, and I don't even watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
Man,
I got you, Johnny.
Movie.
Yeah.
Hey, before we get off the air, I just wanted to we just want to recognize people who are doing great in our community, and in our city. And this week it goes out to Chris Ballard. We wanted to just congratulate and just, you know,
for being a good person, man. He's a good person.
Yeah. He threw a graduation party for 32 foster children.
And he's got 2 of his own.
Two of his own 5 children are adopted as well. You know what I mean? Like, cool. Chris Ballard's just a good dude. He does a lot for the community, and you know, a lot for the children. So shout out to Chris Ballard, our GM of the Colts. He makes the big decisions. He's the guy that signs players and drafts players. Shout out to him, man.
Shout out Chris Ballard.
Did a great job, and you continue to do so. Thank you for drafting this guy. You know,
he's a monster.
Yeah.
But you know, we love to end things with a quote. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. We don't imitate over here. We just do us. You can't see us. Until next time. Peace.
You can't handle this responsibility. This is
why they wanna leave me out. All the things I talk about, facts that they could do without. Change is hard, so drown me out. They only perceive what they think, and you can't change a thing. Let them be, let it be. Yeah, this feeling got me lifted. Conscious getting shifted. Making my way up from the earth, I'm steady drifting. Spark inside the sky, I'm a star off in the distance. Shining with persistence, you missing every single point when you don't listen. Conditioned to live where we don't fit in. Tell them how you feel. Heaven is not real. Hell is how we feel. Love while you are here. Love can help you heal. Love can get you killed, but it's worth it when you feel. But it's worth it when you feel.